Hey there guys, this is Francesca from Consciousful Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe so you can stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Today I'm doing Johnny Depp and Amber Heard part 2. So let's go ahead and get it started. First, I'm going to go ahead and start with what's going to happen with Johnny Depp now. What is Johnny Depp going to be doing now that he won his court case officially? And I'm so happy that he won as predicted and as everyone knew. But let's go ahead and see what's going to happen to Johnny. I'm going to go ahead and see if he's going to get contracted again with Disney, what's going to happen with his partnerships when it comes to career, and what he's going to be up to with these next few months. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. So I do see that luck is on Johnny's side, where he's going to be gifted a lot of good fortune, good will, and good karma. He's going to be connecting with agencies that he disconnected from. He's going to be getting grand amount of apologies when it comes to individuals that once shunned him for the accusations of Amber Heard. I do see that Johnny Depp is actually going to go through a series of healing. I do see that Johnny Depp's health has declined significantly, and his health has declined to the point where he can't move forward in his acting career even if he wanted to. So for the next 6 months, particularly the next 3 months, I see him being very focused in improving his health. I even see him potentially being in like a health institution. But I do see that he's actually having a breakthrough on approaching his mental health differently, because what I see is affected, his health is affected in his nervous system, his brain, his neural activity, and mainly his liver. I do see his mental health has declined a lot to the point where the approach that he was once taking, which was pharmaceutical pills and listening to the authority that he once listened to, he's going to be having a breakthrough of potentially changing the health protocols and the mental health protocols, because it does seem as though the medicine and the medication that he was once taking, not only did it deplete and worsen and exacerbate his mental health, but now I do see that it has also affected his intestines and liver. So he has come to a point where now he's actually going to be networking and connecting with people that are actually going to give him new protocols and like a new recipe for mental health. So I do see him potentially getting involved in an institution that's going to take potentially like a holistic approach to help his mental health. Johnny Depp can suffer from severe paranoia at this time, potentially thinking that anyone can be his enemy, and this is actually something that he's needing to heal as well. He's also going to be healing repressed trauma and also working on repairing his body. He's going to also be going through major spiritual awakenings. He's going to be creating a lot of balance in his spiritual body as well as his mental and emotional body. I do see him going through a series of therapy, potentially also psychoanalysis, so he can overcome this trauma. He's also going to be, I do see taking an approach to heal various relationships that he possibly dismissed because they did neglect him at one point. When it comes to his work partnerships, I do see that he's going to have a lot of reconsiderations, because there's going to be a lot of offers. There's going to be a lot of peaceful resolutions that will be made within the next few months. And he's going to have to reconsider whether or not he wants to join forces with these companies again. Specifically Disney, I do see that Disney is going to be offering him a contract again, or a role in the movie of Pirates of the Caribbean. However, I do see that he's actually going to be very cordial, but he's not going to be very explicit or rush into giving them a yes answer. And the reason why is because he is still lingering in the thoughts and the emotions of the discontentment and the confusion and the the disorder and the dysfunction that Disney caused him by removing him from the contract and by removing him from the role. I don't see him holding a grudge, but I just see that he's still going to need to process whether or not he wants to comply or to join forces with them and collaborate with them, only because he's a man of moral. He's also a man that believes in karma, and I do see that he doesn't think it's going to be fair to give them a right answer or right away give them an answer. I do see that he is going to be exchanging messages with them. He is also going to give them updates on the path that he's going to be on when it comes to his mental health and him healing his health and his body overall. So I do see him being diplomatic enough to send messages back and forth, and his team do it for him. But he's going to be so immersed in healing himself on an emotional and mental and physical level that he's not going to really be extending himself when it comes to work partnerships, at least for the next 3 months. He's going to be first revitalizing and rekindling the connections with his loved ones, with the people that are also going to be forgiving, that he's going to be forgiving. And I do also see that he's going to mainly be focusing on his spiritual health. I do see him getting very inspired to take a new approach when it comes to healing himself. So before, he could have had like a formula that was very conventional. It was potentially harming him, and he wasn't quite aware, or let's just say enlightened, on a different approach. So I do see him finding new ways on not only how to deepen his spiritual abilities or his spiritual knowledge, but I do see him gaining a lot of knowledge on how to help himself, rather than like submitting to authority or submitting to a doctor or a professional. He's really going to start to take ownership and use his critical thinking skills to better himself. I do see that by September, he's actually going to give the green light to Disney. He's going to comply, and he's going to want to join forces and collaborate with them to join Disney again and be a part of the movie. And we may not hear from it until November or by the end of the year, but he is going to be celebrating with Disney. He is going to be going back, but he does need to go a series of healing. And I do see he's going to heal quite quickly. It won't take that long. And within the next few months, he's also going to be accumulating a lot of abundance, because there's going to be a lot of peaceful resolutions that he's going to be attaining. And he's going to have to make a lot of new choices that he possibly gave people the power. He used to feel very powerless when it came to making choices for himself, but now it seems as though he's going to be taking charge of his own life, rather than just giving the choices to his family or his assistants or his team. He's really going to be making critical thinking choices. And I do see that he's going to be creating major partnerships that are going to bring him massive amounts of money, more money than he could even expect. And yeah, he's going through new beginnings, and he's going to be putting in the work and the effort to allow the Wheel of Fortune to give him exactly what he deserves, because he's now going to be receiving good karma and overcoming his low mental state, because he has been in a low mental state, potentially in a low frequency. That's why he has potentially mental health issues that are still lingering. But rest assured, this is going to be cleared out. He's going to release the past. He's going to possibly even go through therapy, like hypnotic therapy, where he's going to release the repressed trauma, because he's gone through a lot of turmoil, and he actually seems to be the one that has PTSD or some sort of mental illness as of now. But I do see that, like I said, he's gonna take a holistic approach to heal this, and it's honestly gonna be amazing, guys. Johnny Depp not only is gonna feel extremely better, but he's also going to look extremely better, and he may go on a hideout for the next few months, but rest assured it's actually for his benefit, as he's going to be rekindling and rejuvenating his mind, body, and soul. Okay there, guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and move on to Amber Heard. What's going to happen with Amber Heard? What is she going to be up to? What's going to happen with her life? And what's going to transpire? So as of for Amber Heard, I do see that she's going to be completely mortified. Like, her living experience is going to perish. She's going to, in the beginning, okay, so for the first 8 weeks, I'm not going to lie, I do see her appealing the case. Her lawyer is replaying, or I'm seeing they're going again through the cross examination when it came to Johnny, and it seems as though they have something quote unquote valid, or something that they think that they can use against Johnny in order to appeal the case. But then when I confirm to see if it's actually going to go through, it does seem as though it's going to be denied. And she's going to feel so confident that it is going to get approved, to the point that when it does get denied, she's going to feel completely tormented, and she's going to go through a ruin, like an ego death. She's going to go through hysteria. I do see the intention as to why she wanted to appeal it was to attain a certain amount of money, potentially to pay off what she needs to pay off. But I do see that she's going to be losing inheritance, because I do see that she does have inheritance built up or accumulated. She's going to lose that. She's going to lose everything that she's saved, and she's also going to go bankrupt, to the point where she may have to kind of minimize her lifestyle. She's not going to be able to overindulge in decadence. But I do see her for the next like 2 months, until like August, overindulging in alcohol, potentially even drugs. She's gonna have a lot of like clouded joy. She's gonna go through a lot of financial loss, and I do see her also kind of like depleting in mental and physical health. It's gonna be honestly quite sad, but I do see that she's gonna be completely mortified, and a lot of sadness and deep depression, because it's gonna get worse. So what I see is that her contract with Aquaman is also gonna get voided, which, you know, the law of one of the laws of the universe is you get what you give, you know what I mean? And I'm very empathetic, so I still feel bad, but at the same time, this is what she deserves. This is her karma. And as we can see right in the middle, we have the full moon in Capricorn, the end of a type cycle. So she's gonna be achieving the end of this type cycle by like August, and it does seem as though she's gonna be fully hitting the wall, fully hitting rock bottom, fully accepting her karma by the end of August. And she's gonna be going through tough cycles where she's gonna see how limited her reality is. Her waking reality is pretty much going to be completely different. And her, like I said, her contract with Aquaman is gonna be voided, and she's gonna try to fight it, but they're gonna have valid reasons, because their lawyers are potentially gonna confront her, to the point where they're gonna say that they can't work with her, and they're gonna have like a legal reason, and it's gonna be due to like teachery, or due to tyranny, due to apprehension, like fear. Like there's like a legality that they're gonna use in order to dispute her contract. So she's also gonna get extremely defeated by that, to the point where she feels like her life is over, like she needs to completely grow and transform in order to literally continue living. What I also do see happening is that she's gonna be going through events in her psyche, in her waking reality, but also in her dreams, where her dreams are going to be replaying the events of her trickery, of her deception, of her contradictory, manipulative, cunning ways. And this is actually going to help her face her shadow. So she's going to be going through a lot of shadow work that are going to help her release the restrictions that she placed on herself. It's also going to help her in a way go through a death, like a rebirth. But I do see that it's going to take some time for it to be obvious to the public. I'm not going to lie, I do see her potentially relocating from where she lives. So if she lives in the city, she may relocate into somewhere very secretive where she can't be seen or noticed. And then I do also potentially see her changing her identity because she won't be in the public eye anymore. She's gonna try to redeem herself, but it does seem as though she's gonna realize that she kind of just needs to hide out in order to ever be in the limelight ever again. So she's gonna go through a preparation to kind of renew her life. When it comes to how she feels about Johnny, she's gonna be going through a lot of agony, a lot of remorse. She's also going to be contemplating on potentially giving him an apology by November. So I don't know if you guys saw the part 1 of the Johnny Depp trial reading, but if you guys didn't watch it, go ahead and watch it. But in the part 1 reading, I did mention that she's not going to admit that she was wrong until around November or the end of the year. And that's exactly what I see in this reading. Again, that I do see her apologizing to Johnny and finally admitting it, whether it's through a subliminal message or through social media, how she usually does on Twitter. Not that I have Twitter, but on social media I see that. But what I do see is that she's finally going to admit it. She's going to extend an apology, and it may be anonymous, but clearly it's going to be her. And this is what's going to help her have her redemption. This is what's going to help her kind of like transform her life and really redeem herself. She's not going to want to apologize to gain anything. She's actually going to apologize to regain her sanity, to regain her salvation. And she's going to do this because she feels as though her hope is going to be destroyed and lost. I also see that she's not going to be able to sleep with the corruption and the deception that she displayed to the world. It's like her guilty conscience is going to be eating her alive. So overall, I do see that she's going to completely grow and transform her life. And everything is just going to tumble down for Amber Heard as expected. So guys, what happened to Amber Heard is really just a life lesson that you can't go in life doing wrong to people and expecting that you're not going to get any consequences in return. Law number 6 of the universe is the law of cause and effect. You get back whatever you send into the universe. So if you send deception, you send lies, you send hatred, you send pain, right? It's all going to come back to you. You cannot hide from the universal laws. It's just inevitable. So I just hope everyone learned from that lesson and really try to detect an Amber Heard in your life and put an end to that, because Johnny had to learn the hard way. And thank goodness Johnny's protected, and he's really a special guy, and he's really gonna get the positive fortune, as you guys saw, and he's gonna get the healing that he needs. But rest assured, this is the consequences that Amber Heard is going to be faced with. And yeah, so let's go ahead and transition to Johnny Depp's love life and what's going to happen there. Okay, guys, now we're going to go ahead and transition to what's going to transpire in Johnny Depp's love life. And as predicted, it is confirmed that he is going to be transitioning back into a new love cycle with his ex-wife, Vanessa. It is honestly incredible. As I was doing the reading, I felt so much joy. My heart chakra was completely open, radiating joy, pure bliss, and honestly, pure liberation. It does seem as though they've been confining this love for so long due to the deceit, due to the lies, due to the pain, due to the heartbreak. But I am seeing that because Johnny Depp is going to be taking a different direction and a new approach in his life, he's going to want to balance out this connection. He's going to deepen his connection with the light, with God, with divine, that it's going to allow him to really drop his pride so he can be honest with Vanessa. He's going to really apologize to the point where he's going to say every little deceit, every little lie, and he's just gonna put all his cards on the table. This is gonna happen so fast. It's gonna happen while he's in recovery. So remember how I said in the beginning of the reading how he's gonna go into recovery? He's gonna start like this month in June, and in July he's gonna start progressing to the point where he's gonna have the audacity and the courage to face her. And it's gonna be so profound because they're gonna have profound conversations that are literally going to help them evolve and ascend to a higher level of understanding. She is very forgiveful. I do see that she's gonna be coming off from a very objective mindset, hearing him out. They're gonna be falling in love once again, but they're gonna have a heart-to-heart conversation that not only is going to help them reactivate their love, but there's gonna be so much forgiveness that will be met, that it's gonna help them partner up to the point where they're gonna receive enough information to feel content, to move on from the past, to have closure from the past and rekindle their bond, because their bond is very powerful. They have a strong mental compatibility to the point where it's extremely profound. They're going to be healing each other, and she's going to help him in his recovery through communication. It's almost like she's going to be guiding him to heal his mental health as well. She's very intelligent to the point where I also see her giving him information like to eat healthy foods and to read certain books, and it's just so divine. I see that they're gonna start a new romantic cycle, and it's going to begin in September. And I'm seeing that they're gonna be surrendering to the divine, surrendering to God. I am seeing that even though they will still be in separation, there will still be time apart from each other. They know that it's destined for them to get back together. They know that they have to surrender to this connection because the connection fills them with the life force, fills them with happiness, fills them with so much contentment. They're gonna have so much happiness, and they're gonna even talk about potentially renewing their vows. This may not be spoken of until they begin the new romantic cycle in September, but I'm seeing that they're gonna be accelerating their commitment so quickly to the point where they may even publicate it in November in eclipse season. And it's kind of crazy because at the same time that I see him renewing his vows or making it public that he's gonna be getting back with his ex-wife, at the same time he's gonna be receiving the apology from Amber. So it's gonna be like a major renewal in his life. And I don't know if you guys saw the last video, but if you guys saw part 1 of the Johnny Depp video, you remember that in the first part of the reading there was the South Node, which I said that he went against his destiny when he was with Amber Heard, and it just so happens that the card that came out for him and Vanessa is the North Node, which is his destiny, which is his star, which is his potential of achieving pure bliss. And he's now going to be stepping out of his comfort zone, pushing his pride aside to really speak his truth, to deliberate, express his love to her, and frankly apologize. He's gonna admit, he's gonna take so much ownership, he's gonna take so much accountability that the previous Johnny would have never been able to do that. Johnny's gonna have so much self-awareness and emotional intelligence that he's gonna be able to articulate and express himself to Vanessa in ways that she's never seen before. It's almost like they're reintroducing each other once again to each other, and they're gonna realize that they complement each other so much that this love is eternal. And I do see them getting back into a partnership, getting engaged again, renewing their vows. And I know you guys are going to be asking, so what's going to happen with her current partner? So it does seem as though the purpose of the connection with her current partner, I frankly don't know his name, but I did channel his energy. And it does seem as though she was using him as a way to kind of overcome the turmoil that she was enduring in the connection. It did also seem to be a karmic relationship, but it didn't affect her the way that the karmic relationship affected Johnny Depp with Amber. Johnny Depp and Amber's karmic relationship almost ruined his life. But the karmic relationship that Vanessa had with her current soon-to-be ex-husband, it was mainly karmic because I do see it was more of a sexual bond, and it was a bond that she invested in order to kind of remain happy. I do see that she did meet them through mutual friends, and she kind of used him, I'm not gonna lie, as what is it called? So she was just using him as a rebound to get over Johnny Depp. Let go of the resentment, but it was through this person that she needed to do it with. But the karmic, if you guys watched my difference between a karmic soulmate and a twin flame journey, that video explains the difference of karmic. Sometimes it's just someone that completely takes you off your life path, and it just so happens that she chose him because he was taking her off her destiny with Johnny. Even though Johnny Depp was the first one that left, she kind of just chose a karmic as a way to kind of like numb the situation, self-soothe, and also not really grow. She didn't do much growing in this process. What she did do is that she numbed, she indulged in a lot of physical pleasures, intimacy. She indulged in a lot of just feeling wanted, feeling like someone valued her, and that helped her get through her day. That helped her get through her life. She was still happy, but I am seeing that overall she kind of just seen him as an option, as someone that she was just using in order to get over Johnny and in order to not fall into any sort of depression. But overall, now they're choosing to be together again, and this will be public by the end of the year. They're going to be starting a new romantic cycle, and it's just very beautiful to see this happen because they are going to be bringing a lot of balance into the world, and potentially now commencing a mission together that is really going to make a lot of massive changes. So if you guys are a fan of Johnny and Vanessa, this is great news, because this is they're going to renew their vows, and now they're going to be completing their destiny together. I hope you guys enjoy the reading.